The parents and husband of a Livingston woman who died in Spain have urged the Scottish Government to do far more to help families who lose loved ones overseas. Kirsty Maxwell's death is being investigated as a potential homicide by the authorities in Benidorm. Her case has once again highlighted significant differences in the support that's given to grieving relatives in England compared to Scotland. David Cowan has this exclusive report.
If Kirsty Maxwell had lived in Liverpool instead of Livingston, her family would have received far more support from the authorities than they did in Scotland. They had limited contact with consular officials in Benidorm and police family liaison officers back home, but that's been it. The family have hired a lawyer in Spain and a retired Scottish detective and got on with it themselves.
We've already got a lot on our plate, a lot of things to deal with, and the fact that there's not really any support out there at all, makes it a lot worse. I mean, if Kirsty died in Scotland, I think it would be a totally different situation that we're in.
Craig Mallon's family feel the same way. He died from a single punch in Spain 5 years ago.
They've been let down by their own government, their own authorities, and they, sadly, have had to resort to other means to try and get the truths. It shouldn't be like this.
If Kirsty Maxwell had lived in England or Wales, the help her family could have received is detailed in this 12-page agreement between the Foreign Office, the Coroner Society and the Association of Chief Police Officers. The big difference is that her death would have been investigated by a coroner. They would have held a fact-finding inquest, ordered a second post-mortem, requested the case files from Spain and at the end of the process reached a verdict on what happened. To a certain extent, English and Welsh police can investigate deaths which have happened overseas. Scottish police chiefs didn't sign up to the agreement and we don't have coroners.
There are aspects of the coroner system that could be introduced in Scotland, and I think that's definitely worthy of consideration. Let's learn what's happening down south.
Today, Kirsty's family urged Scotland's Justice Secretary to do more to help people like them.
There should be something in place that helps you and assists you and helps the family, and it basically takes care of you.
That would make a difference. That would have made a difference to you.
And make a massive, it would have helped us immensely by now.
The Scottish Government has made changes. The country's chief law officer now has the power to order a fatal accident inquiry into deaths abroad if they believe the foreign investigation was insufficient, that an FAI could find out more and that holding one was in the public interest. But that's setting the bar pretty high and it's not retrospective. Kirsty's family, meanwhile, have just got through two emotionally draining milestones, her birthday and what would have been her first wedding anniversary. In Benidorm, the investigation into her death continues. David Cowan, STV News.